There's another universe. Please make some noise. Give me a
Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm very glad you're here today. If this is your first time visiting, this channel is dedicated to helping adults over 60, 70, and beyond take better care of their bodies, stay connected with the people they love, and continue living active, meaningful lives. Today, we're going to talk about something many older adults notice quietly but rarely speak about out loud. Imagine this moment for a second. You are sitting at a Sunday dinner table with family or close friends. Plates are being passed around, someone tells a story from across the table, and suddenly everyone begins to laugh. You smile as well, but inside you realize something uncomfortable. You didn't quite catch what was said. You wonder if the room was just too noisy or if the conversation moved too quickly. But then, a small thought appears in the back of your mind. Is this simply part of getting older? Many older adults describe exactly this kind of moment. Not complete hearing loss, not silence, but a gradual change in how clearly conversations are understood. Words seem softer. Background noise becomes more distracting. Following discussions in busy places requires more effort than it used to. This can slowly make social situations feel tiring. Some people even begin avoiding group conversations simply because it becomes exhausting trying to keep up. But here is something important to understand. What you're experiencing is not always just a fixed part of aging. In many cases, it is the body sending a signal. And when the body sends a signal, it usually means there is still something we can support. Today, we're going to talk about hearing clarity and what may influence it as we age. More importantly, we will walk through a very simple daily routine that many older adults can try at home. It takes less than 2 minutes and requires nothing more than your hands and a quiet moment. Before we go through the steps, it helps to understand one common misunderstanding about hearing changes after 60. Many people believe that once hearing begins to change, there is nothing that can be done except eventually using a hearing aid. Hearing aids can certainly be helpful for many people, but the situation is often more complex than that. Hearing is not only about the ear itself. It also depends on circulation, nerve communication, muscle tension around the head and neck, and how actively the brain processes sound. The inner ear is an incredibly delicate structure. It receives blood through very small vessels that are sensitive to circulation. When blood flow is reduced even slightly, sound signals may not be processed as clearly as before. At the same time, tension in the neck, jaw, and scalp can affect the nerves that help transmit sound information to the brain. Many people carry a surprising amount of tension in these areas without realizing it. There is also another factor that is often overlooked. The brain itself must stay engaged in processing sound. When hearing becomes slightly more difficult, some people unconsciously stop actively listening as closely as before. Over time, this can make conversations feel even harder to follow. This is why simple daily stimulation of the ears, surrounding muscles, and auditory pathways may help support hearing clarity. Today, I want to share a short routine that combines several helpful principles: improving circulation around the ears, gently stimulating nerves connected to hearing, releasing tension in the neck, and encouraging the brain to stay engaged with sound. The entire routine takes about 90 seconds once you learn it. Let's go through it step by step. Step 1 is something I like to call the warm arrival. Before touching your ears directly, place both of your palms gently over your ears so they are comfortably covered. Hold them there for about 10 seconds. Simply breathe slowly and allow the warmth from your hands to surround the ears.
This gentle pressure may encourage local circulation and helps the nervous system recognize that you are bringing attention to this part of the body. Many people notice a mild sense of warmth or a quiet humming sensation during this step, which is completely normal. Step 2 involves gently stretching the outer ear. Using your thumb and index finger, lightly hold the upper outer edge of each ear. This curved edge is known as the helix. Very gently pull the ear outward and slightly upward. Hold that position for a few seconds, then release. Next, gently pull the ear outward and slightly downward. This movement lightly stretches the connective tissue around the ear. That area contains many small nerve endings that communicate with the nervous system, including branches associated with the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve plays an important role in calming the body and supporting many functions, including balance and sensory processing. Step 3 focuses on the area behind the ears. Place 2 or 3 fingers just behind each ear, where you can feel the bone of the skull. Using slow circular motions, massage this area for about 10 to 15 seconds. This spot sits near lymphatic pathways and small muscles around the ear. Gentle massage here may help reduce that feeling of pressure or fullness that some people notice, especially in the morning. If one side feels slightly tighter or more sensitive, simply spend a few extra seconds there. Step 4 wakes up the outer ear. Using your fingers, gently rub the entire outer surface of each ear, from top to bottom. You can move your fingers along the front and back of the ear for about 10 seconds. The outer ear contains many reflex points and nerve endings. Stimulating this area may help activate sensory pathways connected to the brain. Think of this step as gently waking up the ears for the day. Step 5 brings attention to the neck. Slowly tilt your head to the right so your ear moves towards your shoulder. Hold this position for about 5 seconds. Then slowly tilt your head to the left and hold again for another 5 seconds. Finally, lower your chin towards your chest and hold for another 5 seconds. The neck contains muscles and connective tissues surrounding blood vessels and nerves that support the head and ears. Gentle stretching may help reduce tension and encourage better circulation. Many people find this step also helps relieve morning stiffness in their neck. Step 6 is something very simple but surprisingly powerful. Close your mouth, take a slow breath through your nose, and make a soft humming sound for about 10 seconds. As you hum, notice the vibration inside your head, your jaw, and your ears. That vibration gently stimulates structures inside the ear and may help activate auditory pathways that connect the ear to the brain. Many people find humming relaxing as well, which is an added benefit. Step 7 is the listening pause. After completing the previous steps, sit quietly for 15 seconds with your eyes closed. Do nothing except listen. You might hear the faint hum of appliances, distant traffic, birds outside, or even the sound of your own breathing. The purpose of this step is simple. It invites the brain to actively process sound again right after the ears have been stimulated. This kind of attention helps reinforce the connection between hearing and awareness. And that's it. 7 gentle steps that together take about 90 seconds. This routine supports circulation around the ear, releases tension in nearby muscles, stimulates nerve pathways, and encourages the brain to stay engaged with sound. Now, it's important to say something clearly. This routine is not a replacement for professional hearing evaluations or medical advice. If you are experiencing noticeable hearing changes, ringing in the ears, or differences between one ear and the other, it is always wise to speak to your doctor or a qualified hearing specialist. What this routine offers is simple daily care, similar to brushing your teeth or stretching your joints. Small acts of care practiced consistently can support how the body functions over time. One of the most important things to remember is that hearing is deeply connected with connection with other people. When hearing becomes more difficult, conversations can feel tiring, and some people slowly begin withdrawing from social situations. But connection is one of the most important parts of healthy aging. Laughter at a dinner table, conversations with grandchildren, a phone call with an old friend. These moments give life its richness. Taking 90 seconds each morning to care for your ears is a small investment that supports those moments. And the good news is that you can begin right now. Even while listening to this video, you could place your palms gently over your ears and take a slow breath. That is step 1. Tomorrow morning, you can add the next step. Within a few days, the entire routine will feel natural and easy to remember. And over time, these small habits can help support the systems that allow us to stay engaged with the world around us. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly appreciate every one of you who watches and supports this channel.